Headlines most affecting Chilliwack this week. An update on a notorious contaminated property south of Lindell Beach. May long weekend on the way. Did you make your camping reservation? What if you drove past your own stolen tractor? And throwing a no-hitter in Chilliwack minor baseball. We'll have that coming up in sports. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. In her weekly address on local issues, Taryn Dixon, who is the FVRD Area H Electoral Director, updated the property status for 810 Iverson Road. You may have heard of this. Back in 2022, the Abbotsford-based Fraser Valley Renewables admitted to dumping illegally on the property. Now, that started a groundswell of protests, which actually reached the ears of Chilliwack-Kent MLA Kelly Patton. This is her riding provincially, as well as Miss Dixon. Now, the Ministry of Environment is not happy with the timetable for a cleanup process. The constant concern has been leaching and runoff pooling into the groundwater. Now, there is an aquifer in the area, as well as Cultus Lake Provincial Park and Lindell Beach, which are, of course, located close by. Now, the deadline for cleaning all of this up is coming up, May 31st. A reminder that the May long weekend is on the way. So as of Wednesday, all campsites and provincial parks are now open. It's a good idea to make a reservation. The weather should be decent, so do expect the traffic going into parks. And remember, it's paid parking now in Harrison, and you cannot park on Columbia Highway in Cultus Lake. Now, you could say only in Chilliwack. Now, back on May 5th, a local farmer called Chilliwack Mounties to report that he observed his own tractor being driven by an unknown person or people in Greendale. The farmer approached the occupants of the tractor. They took off in a separate vehicle. After returning to his property with the tractor, the farmer noticed that his barn was broken into. Other items had been stolen. Chilliwack RCMP working with the Mounties Integrated Forensic Identification Unit to identify the thieves. Also, Chilliwack Mounties arresting a suspect who assaulted a Griffin security guard. That happened on May 5th. Griffin security had asked the lone male to remove himself and his belongings from a private property downtown. The male became aggressive and assaulted one of the security guards. Now, police were able to identify that suspect. They did arrest him, and he has a pending court date.
Count us in, Desiree.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Chill there!
My name is Ariana Stevenson.
Brittany Sovereign.
My full name is Tiarani Ariana Smith.
Desiree Waldy.
Katrina Barson.
Alexis Beer.
Since I was a little girl, I loved to sing and was fascinated by it.
I play guitar.
I sing mostly, but I dabble a little bit with the keyboard.
I will be playing multiple instruments. I am a singer-songwriter and I play a little bit of guitar.
I play guitar and I sing. I'm a singer-songwriter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Chill there!
The annual burning ban for Kent and Agassiz came into effect this week, and it runs until October the 1st. During this time, only campfires with a valid permit will be allowed. All burning prohibitions issued by BC Wildfire Service that include the district will take precedence, and all open burning in the district requires a burning permit, including campfires. The spring window for Chilliwack, by the way, that ended back on April the 30th. ICBC is providing a $110 rebate to eligible drivers through what the company is calling a prudent financial management and better than expected investment income. So basic rates will be maintained until next March, marking 6 years in a row with no increases. Now your rebate, don't expect that in your pocket until the end of July. People who rely on wheelchairs in the Valley will soon have more accessible taxi service through a government passenger transportation accessibility program. So in Chilliwack, Chilliwack Taxi is receiving over $188,000 for retrofit. Chiam Taxi is receiving over $45,000 to improve wheelchair accessibility within the fleet. The province has released its first reconciliation action plan. It recognizes the need to address historical injustices by acknowledging the past and working to build new relationships with Indigenous people based on respect and understanding, and outlines the commitment and the actions of Legislative Assembly will be undertaking to contribute to all of this reconciliation. Now, the Assembly's first reconciliation plan includes 5 commitments, including 7 initial actions shaped by input received directly from First Nation leaders through what was called significant engagement and outreach. Now, Chief Dave Jimmy of Stalo and Squiala First Nation was involved in this process. Coming up, a rare feat, throwing a no-hitter in local baseball. That's coming up in sports. chillTV Sports, kudos to the Sardis Falcons athletic track and field team for their big wins for the 2024 Abbotsford Invitational. If you want a complete list of the winners, and it's long, just go to the Sardis Falcons Facebook page. For volleyball, Black Press reporting that 4 Chilliwack volleyball players are heading to Edmonton to represent the province. Peyton Veenstra, Abby Matheson, Parker Ray, and Ben Cotton all secured medals with their respective clubs at the BC Volleyball Provincials. So now it's off to the Under-16 Nationals. That's in Edmonton, May 23rd to the 26th. And a huge achievement last Saturday for Chilliwack minor baseball. Eli Robinson, with college prep, threw a no-hitter against Trail. The team had a 4-game series in the West Kootenays. Chilliwack minor baseball announcing an evening of girls-only baseball and asking for female athletes from junior tadpole to up and coming to have some fun. Now that'll be run by Stacy Fournier, who is the SFU softball head coach, also with the Baseball BC Aces under-16 head coach, and currently with Baseball Canada's women's national team. That's a mouthful. So to help facilitate the evening, Stacey's going to be joined by some other BC Aces athletes. It's coming up on Wednesday, May 22nd at Fairfield Island Park. Chilliwack minor hockey celebrating 3 big achievements. 3 of their alumni drafted into the WHL. Colton Hurst was the 37th pick overall by the Victoria Royals. Riley Charlton picked 94th by the Vancouver Giants. David Child, 176th pick by the Prince George Cougars. Coming up, Cari with the weather. chillTV weekend weather. So, Cari, will Mother Nature actually cooperate with the long weekend?
Hey Chilliwack, this weekend's weather is going to be back to spring. Saturday's high of 20 degrees is going to be it for the week, with the rest of the week hovering around 17. There is a 60% chance Monday through Thursday that we're going to get between 2 and 4 millimeters of rain. Speaking of chances, fun fact, in a room full of 23 people, there's a 50% chance that 2 of them will share the same birth date. This is known as the birthday paradox and has kept statistical mathematicians scratching their heads for years. Back to you, Don.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great long weekend. I'm Don Lehn.